How exhausting is it to try to be five people, to live five different lives, please everybody, do all the things? I'm not talking about some kind of like personality disorder or those kind of things, but I'm just thinking about, how somewhere along the way we learned to be different people in different places. But it was required of us to be that way in order to fit in with our family, at church, on social media, at work, different versions of us. And we end up, it's like juggling chainsaws. We're constantly juggling who we are. We walk into a networking meeting and we put on the persona of the who we are supposed to be versus just being ourselves. That can be so exhausting sometimes to just simply keep showing up and having to have to over and over again replicate, or more, even worse yet, is have to come up with a new persona for this place that is somehow appropriate for that situation. Now, a lot of times this happens, especially at work and at home. We find ourselves being, the person that we were when we were 12 or 15 years old, because our family still sees us maybe even as like 5 or 6. Sometimes I feel that way. Or I'm sure some of you know exactly what I mean by that. And we be that person when we're around them. And it absolutely is just exhausting to the bone to keep being that way, to try to remember how it is to placate everybody else and never just be ourselves. I don't know about everybody, but I know that after years of trying to be what everyone else needed, I know just how exhausting that is. Not because we're doing too much, not because even those personas were wrong, but because we're carrying too many versions of ourselves. I've been realizing something this week, something very profound in me that I hope will relate to you too. In a way, I want to say it is God is asking me to become someone new. But really, it would be better said this way. God's inviting me, and He's inviting you to take all the scattered pieces of all the things that I felt like I've had to be for everybody else and just simply come home. And maybe that's what we've been searching for all along. Not another strategy, definitely not another title. We don't need any more versions of ourselves. We just need the freedom to stop performing, to be whole, to show up as all that you are, good, bad, indifferent, flaws, all of those things. Just be allowed to be fully you. I don't think real visibility starts when more people notice you. I think it starts when you get safe enough that you don't have to hide pieces of yourself from people and you can just be yourself. One thing I know to be true, no matter who it is, your most intimately close friends, to people who you will meet today, the world has only met just a part of you. And maybe it's time that they finally get a chance to meet you. My question for you today is, When do you feel the most pressure to be someone other than yourself? I really would love to hear the answer. I'm so grateful for the time we get to spend together each day. I appreciate you. I hope you're happy, safe, warm, and loved. I'm looking forward to your comments. Until we're together again next time, have a great week.